Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're taking a fishing trip in downtown Chicago.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, most people from Chicago come to Wisconsin or Minnesota to do their fishing. Today I battled a huge traffic jam, which is typical rush hour traffic in Chicago, to get out on Lake Michigan. Now, we put our boat in at a marina just outside of Soldier Field where the Chicago Bears play. And Caleb, we're out here today, and what we are doing is searching for lake trout. You and I have done this before.
Yep.
This is kind of a secret, isn't it?
It's not, it's pretty untouched down here. Like I said before, we've been out here and never seen another boat this time of year. And you said everyone seems to travel to Wisconsin, and this is just as good, if not better, down here some days, and you don't got to battle with all the boats.
No, and you look behind us, folks, we've got the beautiful city of Chicago. And it's not very often that you can look at the Sears building or the Hancock Tower and catch lake trout like you're in Canada.
And it's awesome fishing. I mean, sometimes the view gets a little old, but you know, as long as the lake trout keep biting, we'll be fine.
Well, we got Blake with us today, of course, and we got our buddy Gunter, who is one of the greatest Great Lake fishermen I know.
Definitely.
Hey, folks, so show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this. Hey folks, you can win this all-new 2020 Yamaha X2 XTR. This is the same machine that we use on the show. Of course, we depend on Yamaha ATVs and side-by-sides to get us where we need to go to catch fish. Now you have a chance to win this one for yourself. This XTR Edition Wolverine is ready for extreme adventure with a factory-installed Warn winch, special edition paint, color-matched wheels, and aggressive GBC Dirt Commander tires. It's really easy to enter. Find the link on our Facebook, Instagram, or website. Good luck.
Yeah, what's my favorite series of hubs? The Clam C series shelters work best for us.
Hey, what's our favorite ice hub shelter? The X series from Clam Outdoor.
Choose the hub shelter that's right for you at Clam Outdoors. Pursue the ice.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As we talked about at the top of the program, we got the city of Chicago, the old loop, right behind us today, and we're on Lake Michigan, and we're going to do some lake trout fishing. And Caleb, you know, blade baits, cast masters, and especially plastics like this work really well, don't they?
Especially the soft plastics at times like this, John.
Okay, I've got the Tickle series on. That's new for this year. That's kind of got a little slower, more enticing fall, and you're going with the regular Kalin's jerk minnow?
Yep, and I'm going with the darter head that they have here in this hook. This hook's really beefed up for these big fish down here. Right. And it really penetrates them in the mouth.
And we'll start out, Blake, maybe with a blade bait, and Gunter can use whatever he wants.
Yep.
Fish on!
I guess Blake is going to be the first to connect, Caleb.
Yeah, that was in like 5
fast,
minutes.
Buddy. What did you put on for her?
We actually put a blade bait on there, and credits to Gunter for just tying her up here.
Yeah.
I think she was in the water for a total of 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I watched her rod load up.
Good fighter, Blake, huh?
Yeah.
Keep a steady rod on her. Catching lake trout off of downtown Chicago.
Woo!
Pretty cool.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Look at this fish here, folks.
And the water is so clear.
Oh, it's a torpedo. Look at that.
Nice
Nicely done. Now, Caleb, we came here about 3 years ago, buddy, and we didn't have a net. Aren't you glad I brought a
net or a spotlight?
No, and I got to talk about that net a little
We
later
got a
in the
new
program.
clam net.
Was that cool or
That
what?
was awesome. That was a good 5 minutes in the water, and then bam.
Red Lake trout are good to eat, aren't they?
Yeah, like this one, I mean, I got guys, you know, the water's so cold right now, people will put these on the grill, and a lot of guys will soak these fish in the fillet in milk for about 24 hours to get the gamey taste out and put them on the grill.
Okay, that's what, 5 minutes after Blake's?
Probably not even, John. That was like my second cast. They threw it out there. And when we came through on the Hummingbird, I was looking, there's definitely a rock ledge here.
Yeah.
We saw the fish laying on there, so I tried to cast up along and work my jig down the rocks here, but here's the fish already.
Wow.
Big lake trout.
That's a nice one.
That's a shark, buddy. That's a shark.
Woo,
In the
yeah,
clamor.
goody.
Nice job.
In the clamor. Way to go there, buddy.
Clam
Hey,
it up.
Caleb, this is incredible.
Wow.
And you know, you've fished down here quite a bit. Have you ever seen another boat down here in the wintertime?
Never.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, this is world-class fishing, isn't it?
Very world class, and we're right here downtown Chicago.
Look at the size of that guy. How big is he? 12, 15?
Yeah, I would say, and if you look, I got the Kalins on. Look how deep he inhaled that.
What was that on? What was that on?
The plastic, the jerk minnow.
The jerk minnow.
Yep.
White?
White.
Yeah. White is the best color on the Great Lakes, isn't it?
I think so.
Look at that fish, Caleb. Was that your next cast?
That was the next cast, John.
Next cast.
Yep, the next cast. And you know, when we first pulled up here, we were here for about less than 10 minutes or whatever. Blake caught the one right away. And now I noticed the current's starting to slow down, so I think these fish are starting to settle down on the bottom and not fight the current as much, and they're getting active out here.
Woo!
Holy cow. I mean, folks, really. And Caleb, you know, we come down here to Chicago because it's unique. But this is really going on all along the shoreline of Lake Michigan.
It is. If you look all the way down the chute here, there's just rock piles and break walls down here. I bet you go 200 yards down there and mark fish and catch them just as easy as it is here.
And they'll be here almost through March, probably.
Till the cold water's here. Yep. Nice job.
That's beautiful, buddy. When you turn the side imaging on, you can see why the lake trout are really attracted to this area. Off of these break walls, you just got tons of rocks, huh?
Tons of scattered rocks, and you know, what you can really break it down when you get off of these rocks and you get out in the sand. You can actually see the ripples in the sand that, you know, it makes, and you can find rock piles, and there'll be fish sitting on those rock piles, and you can cast right to them. It really helps with the spot lock and get right on them.
Hey, the old Gunter-Rooney. All right, Guns. Hey, was it a good hit, buddy?
Oh, yeah, he came up right behind it.
Oh, nice. Oh, there he is.
Ooh, that's a fatty.
Boy, there's another beauty.
Oh, yeah.
Gunter.
That's a fat one.
Oh, that is a
Wait till you see the
well-built
belly on
fish.
this one here.
He's been chowing down.
He's been feeding pretty well down here.
And that was on again?
The jerk minnow.
The jerk
Yep.
minnow.
Had to go to a little heavier jig, John. The current's definitely picking up as the morning goes on. So,
Gunter, aren't those fun, buddy?
It never ceases to amaze me how much fun they are.
And look behind you. What is behind you there?
downtown
Chicago.
Hey, Gunter, was that the next cast?
That was the next cast after I just let the other one go.
That is amazing. And, you know, I think that one followed it in because he hit right close to the boat, didn't he?
Yeah, it came right next to the boat.
No, this is incredible fishing, folks. I mean, this is just unbelievable.
We've only been out here for an hour.
Yep.
Not even.
Yeah.
Okay, Gun, let's see what we got here, buddy. Look at that. Another lake trout.
Oh.
Hey, Gunter. Caleb, turn around. That's 2 casts in a row for him?
2 casts in a row for him.
I mean, that is incredible, man.
You know, and, you know, we were sitting there in the current that I told you, let's kind of slide out of the current because it was kind of hard getting in touch with the bottom. As soon as we got out of the current, we move over here. I think he's made 4 casts and got 2 fish now.
And that one is not as fat as the last one, but a beautiful
it's a
trout.
long, big,
It's longer.
long body with a big head.
Hey, Caleb, why
He's
did you
on
bring him
fire
along?
up here. I mean, like I said, we moved and we got along out of the wind here in the current. I bet you he's made 7, 8 casts for 3 fish now.
Now, I would say that, you know, folks, if you're going to eat a lake trout, that right there is about the perfect size, right, Caleb?
This would be a good eater right here, John.
Okay, so you just fillet them out and cook them with garlic and butter. And
Yep. You know, and this has been the ticket right here.
what do you think of that, Gunter? That jerk minnow?
fun stuff.
Hey Gunter, I'm amazed.
Right now I'm just making a long cast, let it drop, and then just working it slowly across the
I was
bottom.
gonna say before when we were in the current, I was working a little quicker. I've noticed now he's been working a little slower, lifting up and really letting that jig work itself back
We'll
down.
show that in a second.
Yeah.
Oh,
They look so
at
cool down there.
that. Beautiful job, Gunter.
Nice job.
Now we got to tell you, the difference in the retrieve has to be something here because I haven't been hit yet, and I'm doing quick snaps, and we'll show what Gunter's doing. But I mean, how long have we been out here, Caleb?
Can't be no more. I mean, hour and 20.
At the
maybe.
most.
Yeah.
At the most. And look at that, folks. I mean, people pay a lot of money to go to Canada to do that, you know?
It's right in their backyards.
I know. One thing that's very important, folks, is keeping bottom contact when you're doing this type of jigging. But Caleb, I guess what I'm doing is I'm really doing some pretty quick rips there, and I am not getting hit. Now, what is Gunter doing different as you're hooked up?
As soon as Gunter said he was doing the slow technique, it hit bottom, John. I lifted it up, and all of a sudden I just watched my line jump out.
Well, we're going to show how you guys are doing it because my retrieve isn't working.
He looks like a big fish.
Oh, yeah, he does. Oh, yeah. Look at that Army tank. Now, that is a big boy.
Look at that head on this thing.
No wonder he stayed down.
Yeah, he stayed down for a while.
I mean, how old do you think that fish is? Probably 15, 20 years old?
I was going to say 20, yeah.
I mean, they're slow growers, but boy, there's a lot of them around here right now, buddy.
Definitely.
Now, we got to show the difference in the retrieve after you release that fish.
Definitely. We'll get that going here for all of us.
Hey, Caleb, before that lake trout rudely interrupted your answer, show me what you guys are doing differently when you're jigging, all right?
You know, instead of that real sharp snap you got going on, John, I'm watching my line out there, and I'm just lifting it up real slow, kind of coming down, and watching that bow. And they seem to be hitting it on the fall. But I think the real key to it is that real long, slow sweep of that bait coming up.
We were fishing Lake Michigan out of Chicago, Illinois. A 1.5 hour drive from Milwaukee, 0 hours from Chicago, and 6.5 hours from Minneapolis.
The Castmaster drop chain. We took the original Castmaster body and added a 2-inch dropper chain to it. When you're rocking the Castmaster side to side and get the chain swinging, tipped with either a spike or a minnow head, it's a deadly combination. Check them all out at acmetackle.com.
As much as we're on the water, my dad has me changing the lower unit oil more than once a year. And every time it's such a mess.
Well, we may actually have the answer for that. Amsoil's Marine Gear Lube now comes in this easy pack that'll take that entire mess away.
Let me see.
All right. Okay, to use this thing, you simply insert the nozzle into the lower unit. We've already have this one drained. Rotate the bag one time. And then go ahead and squeeze the gear lube into the motor. And once it comes out the vent hole here on the top, it's full. Just like that. I'll go ahead and put the plug back in. Get the other plug in it real quick.
Wow, that was simple.
All you need is a drain pan, an Allen wrench, and the Amsoil Easy Pack.
For more information, go to amsoil.com.
Acme's expanding their tungsten jig series. We have a brand new hammered finish series. 3 colors, gold plated, chrome plated, and copper plated. What I love about these jigs, they throw off a lot of flash. Check them all out at acmetackle.com.
Over time, there's always been this game of nip and tuck with professional shallow water guides, balancing weight with power. With the new 140 G2, now I have an inline 3-cylinder that will still allow me to float in less than 10 inches of water. The bonus is I've got all the power and torque I want now, and I've got way more speed than I deserve.
Now, Caleb, you just actually slid the boat down a little bit, right?
Yep, John, all we did, we took it off. You know, we just kind of starting to work our way down the shoreline.
Yeah.
But it was a little nicer out of the wind.
That's true. Gunter, I'll tell you what, buddy, you are a red-hot angler. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that fish is. That is just awesome, guys. Chicago, Illinois, home of the lake trout and the bears.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Hey, Caleb, one thing we got to mention today, it's windy out here, But you can come out on a west wind. That's in the
West
wintertime.
wind, and you know, we're so far down here in the basin where we start to make the loop. Even a southwest can be good down here.
Nice one, Gunter.
Nice
That's
job.
a beauty, buddy. But you got an east wind, northeast wind, stay off of the lake in the
It's a little
wintertime.
bumpy down here.
Yeah. And Gunter, that was that slow retrieve again, buddy?
Same thing.
Yeah, you're hot, man. What did you think that was bottom?
Yeah, I put on a heavier darter jig and a jerk minnow because that's what Gunter and Caleb are catching them on.
Ooh, look
and wow,
at that.
he is tearing this apart.
Grab the clam up there, guys. Grab the clam. Ooh, look at that thing taking line.
Wow. No matter the size, it's so much fun, this fight.
Well, they're battlers, man. This one looks like it's pretty good size,
And this
too.
is my first time fishing out of Chicago, and it's awesome. Where is he?
Yeah.
Clam it up, come on. Oh, I can't, I haven't,
Oh my gosh, look at the size of that fish.
That is a big
Now,
old.
that is a Slavosaurus. And you gotta drag them this way a little bit, Blake. if
That
you
is a
can.
massive massive trout.
Oh, nicely done. Holy cow, buddy, turn around.
Wow, I'm tired.
Can you believe how good this is?
This is unreal. And you know, I saw her rod tip. She was bouncing it off the rocks, and all of a sudden I watched the rod load up, and I said, Blake, that's a snag. And she goes, no, it's not. And then the head started to move.
Well, she's gonna have to hold this. This is a beauty.
Wow, I want to hold this beauty. All right.
Oh, beautiful fish, Blake. That really is. And off of, you know, downtown Chicago, to be able to do this in a couple of hours is amazing.
This is
Hey,
awesome.
Caleb,
I just looked at the clock, too. We've been out here for about 2 hours and 10 minutes.
yeah. Hey, I want to tell you about this clam net. We've been actually working on these the last couple of years, and they're going to come out this spring. This is the conservation bottom that you have here, and this netting is really easy to get hooks out of, isn't it?
It has been all morning.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this too, it's got this power grip deal here, so it's real easy to, you know,
My hands are cold.
in and out, you know. Beautiful net though,
Deb,
very light.
My hands are getting cold.
Oh, okay.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm, and this is breaking news. End of the season blowout sale. All ice shelters are 20% off. Prices start at $103.99. 20% off all ice shelters.
Hey Caleb, a little too windy to start the grill today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely coming out of the west.
But Johnsonville always comes through with a tasty product. Today I have Johnsonville garlic summer sausage, premium cuts of pork, and then of course Johnsonville uses their secret seasoning recipe, and they throw in some garlic. I'll tell you what, I have loved this all during the football season, but I love it year round. I'll just put it on the crackers and whatnot. But buy a good French bread like I did for you today, throw about 4 or 5 pieces on, it's delicious.
Very good.
Isn't that outstanding?
Oh, yeah.
And you know, when you're in the boat and you don't want to grill, Johnsonville garlic summer sausage is the best, right?
It's phenomenal.
You know, we were talking before, Gunter's got another fish on. What else is new? You
Yeah,
know?
right?
But we were talking before, it's pretty windy out here. But again, folks, this is a west-southwest wind, so you can handle it because it's offshore. Ooh, Gunter, look at you battle fish, buddy. You are something else. Oh, where is he? Boy, is that fish fighting. Oh, there he is, there he is. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Hey, Caleb, pretty impressive battle there, huh?
Pretty impressive morning.
Well, no, Chicago, Illinois, capital, lake trout
Putting
capital.
a lake trout show on here.
Yeah, lake trout capital of the world, right?
We're
Hey,
big
Gunter,
numbers.
are your hands tired, buddy? Hold them up. Let's see them. Come on,
Man.
hold them out.
He is
Boy,
just
that Kalin's jerk minnow, man, is catching an awful lot of fish today. And you got to make sure you're keeping bottom contact, right, guys?
definitely, and the current's picking up with this wind too, so it's getting a little tougher here.
You know, fishing conditions have been changing rapidly in the last couple of weeks, and our brand new Amsoil fishing report is just coming out for the second half of January, first half of February. Good report, isn't it?
Well, it's a great report, and it's the best guys all over the Midwest doing it, John, and it's definitely changing conditions with the midwinter coming now. Now, some of it's bad news. Of course, it can be a tougher time of the year, but All these guys are letting you know what to expect in their given areas.
And we got reports from North Dakota, South Dakota, all over Minnesota. We got reports from Lake Erie in Ohio, and of course Wisconsin, and Ontario. So if folks are planning a fishing trip or they just want to know the conditions, they can go to
amsoil.com
MFR, amsoil.com/MFR, and that means Midwest Fishing Report.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, folks, it's always fun to introduce products that help you out with your fishing. And we have here a Johnson portable aeration system. Josh, I want you to hear this. I'm going to turn it on. Ready?
Yep. Wow, that sounds like we're at the bait shop.
It really does. And what we do is we force oxygen into the water coming up from the bottom. And we also take the CO2 out with this system.
Yep.
And that means?
That means we're going to have a lot livelier minnows, and they're going to live a lot longer.
And you're going to love this. I run this off a 12-volt battery, so you don't have to replace batteries every day.
Oh, perfect. And then you can charge it at night.
Yeah, the Johnson pump portable aeration system, man. It goes in a bucket like this, in a cooler, or in your boat.
Perfect. I'm going to have to get one.
Get Johnson pumped.
What lies beneath can no longer hide. New Mega Imaging Plus uses high-frequency sonar to show you fish and structure up to 200 feet below your boat and 200 feet out to either side. No more secrets, no more guesswork, just a clearer picture of the world below, down to a fish's species and direction. Because more detail means more of this.
Whoa.
Only from Humminbird.
What else is new, Blake?
Gunter's got another one.
Gunter's got another one on. That guy is one heck of an angler.
He's got the magic touch.
Whoa, there we go.
Another good
Are we
fish.
keeping count at all, Caleb?
We got to be sitting Baker's dozen. Nice.
Now that one's a little lighter colored too. They'll change colors as to what type of water they're in.
You know, and like we said before, we had a little chalk line here, and this fish came in a little cleaner water, so he's probably a little lighter, obviously.
Oh, Caleb Zorn, all right, buddy.
Oh man, he about ripped the rod out of my hand.
Are you serious?
It was, you know, you had that new bait down there that it looks like a jerk minnow, but it's got a bunch of little tentacles that
Oh,
tickle.
you put on the Kalin Tickle series.
And
we have to show that. It's a neat looking bait.
It was really falling slow, and I wasn't really paying attention, and about ripped the rod out of my hand on the way down.
There you go. Nicely done there, pal. Now, when you get that unhooked, Caleb, we're going to show what that new bait is,
Yeah.
but it's got a slower fall, so just get her unhooked and we'll turn the camera off for a second. Now, that's called the Kalin's Tickle Series. What do you like about that?
You know, it had a really slow fall, and I'm sure it puts a lot of vibration in the water, and that kind of helps here because we got two different types of water coming through. We got some chalky and some clear, and that fish bit in the chalky, and I think maybe that little vibration with the tentacles really draw that fish in.
Beautiful fish.
The John Gillespie's Waters and Woods Fleet Farm 2020 Fishing Contest is underway. To enter is simple. Just snap a picture of your trophy catch and go to any Fleet Farm store to pick up an entry blank, or go to fleetfarm.com to download an entry blank. I go to Fleet Farm every week to find the hot new deals. Check out what I found this week.
Ice Armor by Clam, Edge Parka or Bibs, 30% off, a low fleet price of $119.99. And Salmo Hornet crankbaits on sale for $5.99.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah, this could be a real big fish. Holy moly, look at that rod bending, man.
You might have to chase him, John.
I am glad you're running that Seagar line. And you know, by the way, what pound test leader material are you running?
We're running 20 pounds.
20 pound, and I don't blame you. That Seagar Invisex, which is a great, great line for this fishing. Oh, here he comes, here he comes. Boy, I'll tell you what, I got to give that baby an A for a fight.
That was a fight right there.
No, I mean, that was actually 4 or 5 minutes long, wasn't it?
He was actually going to head out towards the lake, John, through the gap. I thought we were going to have to go and chase him, but if you look, that Castmaster's gone.
Now, let me ask you this, buddy, on the limits on lake trout?
5.
5 per person a day, wow. Yeah, that's another magnificent fish. And you know, for folks that haven't caught a big fish, this is the perfect deal to come out here, whether it's Milwaukee, Racine, Kenosha. There's lake trout all over the lake.
Oh, there's so many in the lake right now.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
I thought we were leaving. He keeps fishing. I'm putting rods away. No, he has had a red hot day, hasn't he, Caleb?
He's been on fire, John.
Yes, he has. And he's a good fisherman, too. Oh, another eater size there, Caleb. Another eater size. And another eater size. Get him in there. Oh. Nicely done. I've lost count as far as you're concerned there, Gunt. What do you think? You got to be at 11 or 12, right?
Yeah, pretty close. I lost count too.
Well, it's nice
Doesn't
when you
happen
lose
very
count.
often.
I didn't. I'm 0. Again, now that's the eater size right there, you guys?
That's a perfect size, yeah, John.
Yeah, and can you get these smoked too?
Yep, a lot of guys do smoke them. You know, more people are starting to do that themselves, figuring out it's a lot easier. And there's so many recipes that people brine them and soak them and stuff, and you know how long they smoke them, but this would be a great one for the smoker.
Captain Caleb Zorn guides Lake Michigan on a daily basis. For more information, call Caleb at 262-515-7944. 515-7944.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
From the kennel to the coop, whatever the season, Fleet Farm has everything to keep your animals happy and healthy. Whether you're getting them through the winter season, mastering those retrieval skills season, or wondering who takes care of who season. There's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
All right, I give up. I have not had a bite all day.
That's pretty unbelievable, John.
No, I mean, watching you guys catch fish has been a ball, but I do like fishing, you know? No, I mean, I haven't had a bite. Oh, actually, that's a really beautiful fish right there.
Real clean.
Right in the net ski there. All right. That's got to be, what, 20 fish in about 5 hours? I would say
so.
At least 20.
Yeah.
But hold them up. And again, I want to mention to the folks that you're doing this casting guiding in Milwaukee, Racine, Kenosha, anywhere they're biting.
Yep,
right?
definitely.
Hey, great time, buddy. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie. This is me, everything, yeah. Ding, 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 ding.